What's up, Josh? I'm just trying to get everything loaded in. First time getting this going, my podcast talk show. It's too high. All right, let me lower it. How's that? Is that better? Thanks, Josh. This is my first time, so I'm not sure how you guys are hearing it. It picks up everything. All right, good. Thanks, Josh. Just waiting for a few more people to get in before I get started with the talk show, Halloween talk show. What's up, Jared? What's up, K80 streaming? All right, so anyone who's new to tuning into my channel, this is my first ever Halloween talk show, which I'm launching today, 2/6/26. This is the first of many. I'm going to try to do 1 to 2 shows per week, starting off, and as Halloween season progressively gets close, I'm going to obviously do a little bit more. Pretty much on this show, all we do is talk is Halloween topics. Anything Halloween, you can call in. Got the number right behind me to call and text line. I will not answer any anonymous calls. You have to show your number. You feel free to text. I'll read everything on right here live. You can call in, have a conversation with me. But this is the first of many. I've been doing this now for a little bit over 4 years, my Halloween channel. And any Halloween topic at all we will discuss on this, anything current, and video games, movies, anything Halloween will be talked about on this show. Probably between an hour to an hour and a half max, depending on the amount of people that come in and join us and keep the show going. But all Halloween only, nothing else, no politics. Keep that stuff out of here. No vulgarity. By the way, Halloween's over? Yeah, I know. I keep it going. Halloween never dies on this channel. That's all I do is Halloween all year long. My Halloween season starts November 1st. Most people starts in late September. Mine's the day after Halloween. That's all I do. That's all I think about. It's how to make Halloween better. So, you have any Halloween-related questions, signs right there, please give us a call. I'll put you live on the air, or you can even text. But there is one thing that I've been dying to talk about live on the air, and it's been something that's been bothering me for quite a few years, is if anyone does know me, I'm a humongous Michael Myers fan. Halloween 1 through the 13th one. But when it comes to the last one, it's really been irking me. Halloween Ends, I'm sorry, in 2022. The way it ended, when I tell you the whole movie was just not what we were expecting. And I really want to open up a discussion about how you guys feel about how Halloween Ends was to you. A lot of people have mixed feelings. I personally hated it when I first seen it. I despise the movie, how they made Michael Myers look. But the more I watch it, little by little, I like it a little bit more. But I still hate it. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I would really appreciate someone to call in and tell me how they feel about the Halloween Ends movie, because to me, it made Michael Myers go out a little weak. I know Halloween's over. What's up, Nanalie? But yeah, Halloween Ends. I mean, going through all the Halloweens, Halloween 1, low budget movie. I personally didn't like the original Halloween. My favorite Halloween out of all of them was the start of the trilogy, the Halloween 2018. Oh, Abu. Yeah, this is my first show. If you guys are just tuning in, this is my first show of the Halloween talk show. Every week we'll be doing this, and it's probably going to be every Tuesday night. I know it's Friday, but I want to start on a cool date, which is 2626. And I will be doing a special episode next week because it is Friday the 13th. So I definitely want to do a show on that day. The volume is echoing. Let's see. Let me turn this down. How about now? Is that better? Jennifer Fagundes? Is it echoing for anybody else? Yes. Is it better? You got to say yes, it's better. You can't just write yes. This is my first show, so I'm still getting used to the adjustments for you guys. All right, it's good now? Okay. Yeah, so getting back to the Halloween series, that's my number one go-to. I've been a Michael Myers fan since I was 13 years old. I was terrified of him from about 10 to about 13. And when I say terrified, whenever I seen a Michael Myers guy dressed up on Halloween, I used to run the other way. And I got plenty of witnesses to believe that. And out of nowhere, I just wasn't scared of him no more. And I fell in love with the character, and it has nothing to do with Halloween 1, because the original Halloween, 1978, was, to me, just very boring. There was a lot of mistakes left in the movie, very low budget. If you guys see me looking to my left, that's my laptop. I'm not ignoring any of this. People writing comments. But yeah, I think the best one that they made was the Halloween 2018, which was the third story. Now, if anyone has watched Halloween's, they know the stories all over the place, where they started off with Halloween 1 through 8, and then they went to the Rob Zombies, which was a remake of 1 and 2 in Rob Zombie's version. And then they restarted it all over again in 2018. So there's literally 3 different stories, and it's very confusing to a lot of people, and including myself, as I've been a huge fan for so long, and I still don't understand the full storyline because of the way they have their names. Laurie Strode, Jamie Lloyd. Now, I don't, they never showed us like how Laurie Strode had a kid, which was Jamie Lloyd in Part 4. But that was one of my favorites, Part 4. That's where I started watching it from when I was 10 years old. That's what the movie that scared me the most, which was Halloween 4. Huh. Not a single phone call yet. Not a single message, nothing. Invite Brian as a guest. Join. Apple. So yeah, The Halloween series is definitely very confusing to people that are new to watching Halloween. You really have to watch it from one all the way to the end, and you still won't understand. Um, Another humongous topic that I do want to talk about, and hopefully it opens up people to call in because this is the most popular show right now. So I want to talk about the ending of Stranger Things. Now, the ending of Stranger Things, I thought it was incredible how they put every character on. They what's the brothers' names? Now I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, they the way they ended the show, I personally loved how they left it open to 11 might still be alive. A lot of people were actually saying that she was dead, and it led us to believe it until after we stopped watching the show, and we were like, maybe she's not, because of all the evidence leading up to 11 still being alive, which there's just so many things that go into. Yes, Stranger Things, Jennifer. There's so many things that go into modifying thinking 11's still alive. I also love how they let everyone say goodbye. And if you're a true fan of that show and watched every episode, I don't care how manly you were, when Mike stood on those stairs in the final episode, you had some kind of tear in your eye, whether it fell down or not. That show really made you feel young again. It brought you to the 80s. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 84. So that show, I didn't even know about that show. My kids showed me that show and I fell in love with it. Just the whole 80s theme. I love being born in the 80s and the early 90s, but that show really captivated my inner child and many others because I've seen a lot of people going on their channels and ranting and raving about how they feel. And Stranger Things to me is one of the most incredible shows from beginning to end. I mean, there's a few episodes that stick out that I didn't really like. It was kind of boring. And a lot of people had an issue with one of the final episodes of the last season. There you go. Yeah, Duffer Brothers. Thanks. Thanks, Gianna. Yeah, I had a brain fart there. The Duffer Brothers, which they are, they confirmed that they're making a couple spin-off shows, which is cool. So hopefully we can figure out what they're going to do with that. If it's going to be an 11 or I've seen some things posted that Dustin and Steve are possibly going to have a show together, which I think is a great idea because those two were very entertaining when they were with each other. Steve wasn't that entertaining in season 1 until him and Dustin became friends. And I couldn't get enough of those two together. They were hilarious, especially the last season when they got into that fist fight. That was great. Does anyone want to discuss anything? Please just oh, thank you for liking the live, Jen. If anyone wants to call in and discuss how they feel about the last season and how it ended, just please call or text the show right now. You go live. What's my rating of Haunting of Hill House? I gotta be perfectly honest with you. I've never heard of that movie. Did you write that backwards or something? No, I may be an absolute maniac with Halloween. I didn't see every single horror movie, scary movie, etc. But I definitely never heard of Haunting of Hill House. It's a show on Netflix. All right. No, is that a new show? Because I have zero clue. I've never heard of it. Is it good? This is why I like for you guys to give a call and you could be right on it. I highly recommend it. Highly, highly. Oh, when did it come out? Is it a new show? This is a fully interactive talk show. That's why I want you guys to call in. This is not like a podcast. Well, I will have future guest co-hosts. I will have special people that call in, celebrities. I actually have an interview set up with Robert England and Kane Hodder later on in the year. But I really need you guys to call in and keep the show going, because this is basically a show, an interaction show, not just a podcast. It's been out for a while. Yeah, I've never heard of that, but it definitely gives me something. How many seasons is that? Is that a one or a two season, or is it a movie? Oh, one season. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'll definitely look into that. I'm always looking for something new to watch. Is it scary? Is it going to possibly scare me? I don't get scared that easy. It takes a lot to scare me. Make me jump. All right. I'm not that type of guy that gets scared. Like, I can go through a haunted house without getting scared not a single time. Which also reminds me to ask you guys, if you guys like seeing any kind of reviews, mask reviews. I go to haunted houses, backyard haunts, yard haunts, etc. I do the store tours. I go all over the place doing store tours, haunted house reviews. If you guys are interested in anything Halloween, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube or TikTok. I'm live on both right now. But I would really appreciate any subscription from you guys. Keep watching my stuff. But I do not jump. If you go watch any of my content from when I went through any haunted houses, I give a good show. I pretend the actors give me a good scare, but nothing has scared me yet. It's been a long time since I got scared. So Matthew, hopefully when I watch that show, I'm going to try my best not to get scared as always, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, yeah. Anyone calling yet? Let's see. Nada. All right, guys. Also, next Friday, it is Friday the 13th, which means Jason Voorhees will be on all day long, which is crazy because it's the day before Valentine's Day. It's funny how it falls like that. Once in a while, we get lucky and it falls in Halloween. What's this here? Hackers Anonymous. Jason and Freddy back. It doesn't scare the screen. Stop playing. You can't scare me with masks. I'm not trying to scare you with masks. It's just background decorations, my man. And for you to say something like that, it probably does jolt you a little bit to be that nervous to actually write something like that. Let's see. You can't scare me with masks. It's like I was waiting for you to come on so you could come in here and I could show you my masks. Hackers Anonymous. Oh man. So Halloween season is actually coming really quick. It's the October 21st is 267 officially 267 days away. And I know I said 6-7, but trust me, I can't stand hearing that. Just subbed. What's your top 3 horror movies? My top 3 horror movies. Now, that's a big question to ask someone like myself because My world is Halloween. Now, keep in mind, I do love Christmas, but Halloween is king to me. Now, my top three horror movies. Number one is, without a shadow of a doubt, is The Conjuring. The whole, the whole Conjuring series. One, two. I'm not a huge fan of three and four, but number one and two, honestly, is tippy top. Number one. Now, horror movies. I don't want to talk about franchises. You want to talk about horror movies. Things that got me jolted. The original Exorcist to me is the scariest movie I've ever watched. As a grown man, in within the last 10 years, I've watched that the first time. I watched it for the first time at 32 years old, and I made a huge mistake in watching it all by myself in a dark house while my wife and my kid was away in Florida, and I could not get up. I was frozen to my chair. I would have to put that as number three. The Exorcist is my number three favorite scary movie. Number one is definitely Conjuring 1. Now, my number two favorite horror movie. Wow. That's such a loaded question. Out of nowhere, too. I have to say Halloween 2018. I just love the whole. It doesn't scare me. Same thing with The Conjuring. It don't scare me, but it creeps me out because it's a true story. What's up, Jay? Can I speak faster? Do you collab with Wood and Waldo? Are you Irish? Yeah, I'm 25% Irish, 75% Italian. The Exorcist. Sinister was good, yeah. Insidious too. Evil Dead. You cracked? What's that mean? I cracked. This is my first show, so again, used to the equipment, how I should hold my mouth over the microphone if I'm moving away too quick. So if there's any technical issues, please tell me in the comments so I can fix it while I go. But yeah, so my top three horror movies, I'm going to say Conjuring number one, Halloween 2018, and number three, The Exorcist, the original. The Blair Witch Project, too. That came out in 1998. That movie was terrifying. That movie scared me. And I really thought it was a true story. The entirety of the whole the whole movie. I thought it was real. I thought those people died on camera until I seen the girl on a CSI episode about 15 years later. And I was like, wow, they got me. The Evil Dead freaks you out. Yeah, those types of movies are. It's like a reality horror because if I don't think I've seen that Evil Dead. If is that the movie about the zombies? What do I think about Trump? I don't do any politics on this channel. I don't need to separate anyone from my channel. I want everyone to watch. So no politics would be discussed on this channel at all. If you feel like texting, maybe I'll let you know in a text message. But I'm not going to do that on the air. I keep politics out of this channel altogether. It is so crazy how much the Blair Witch made it in the box office compared to what it cost to film. Oh yeah, it was pretty much one of the lowest budget movies ever made. It was just three college kids that made their own little. It probably cost almost nothing, just a few supplies to go out in the woods a couple nights. That movie was unbelievable. If anyone watching has never seen a Blair Witch Project and you want to get creeped out, it's not really a lot of things that happen in that movie. But my God, that movie, when as the scenes hit, yeah, on the edge of your seat. Absolutely creepy movie. I think I was like 14 when that movie came out. And I really thought that was real. Hereditary was unsettling. Yeah, I never seen Hereditary either. I don't think. Man, I'm missing out on a lot of movies. Wow. I'm more like a big title guy. I don't really do. No, man. They call me Frankie Halloween, and half the movies you're saying I don't know about. Hereditary. Hmm. Is that a new movie also? Is that on Netflix? Guys, call up right there. It's 401-651-5632. Call. If you guys want to talk, call it in. You can hear your voice, introduce yourself. Hello and good evening, neighbor. I'm also from Rhode Island and Tiverton. Stop by to support your channel. Thank you very much. How'd you know I'm from Rhode Island? Oh, the 401 number, yeah. It's a dead giveaway. Yeah, that's how small Rhode Island is. We only have one area code. I work in Mass. I think they have like six. It's a few years old. I'm sure it's on some streaming service. All right. Let me write this down. You guys give me a lot of homework here. All right. Hereditary. Hereditary. What was the other one you want me to watch? That show? The one season? The house on Hill Haunting or something? Oh, my accent? Wow, is that a dead giveaway? A lot of people say I'm from New York with my accent because I don't talk like a typical Rhode Islander because I pronounce my R's. Haunting of Hill House. Haunting of Hill House. All right. Save that for later. Give me something to do on this weekend while it's snowing all day tomorrow. Well, thanks for stopping in, Michelle. Please sit down, relax, and stay a little bit. We were just talking about Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends to me, well, when I first started talking, I was talking about Halloween Ends, not in the last few minutes, but yeah, Halloween Ends. How do you guys feel about Halloween Ends? When I first seen that, I was totally disgusted. But the more I watch it, the more I kind of enjoy it. But it's still, I just think they did Michael Myers wrong in that movie. I just don't like how they made him look like a wimp. He's like a homeless bum living under a bridge and in a little cave. And that guy literally gave him a beating. Corey, he gave him a beating and took his mask. Have a good night, man. Definitely going to keep up with you. Hey, I appreciate it, Matthew. I appreciate it very much, man. Thanks for the subscription, too. And like I said, every Tuesday, I'm going to come on here and rant about what's going on this week. Me too. Accused of being from New York or Boston all the time. I think it's just, I think it's just, sorry, I just had to decline something. Uh, Me too. I'm accused of being from Boston or New York. I just think it's a New England thing. Just like down south, you just know when someone's from down south, that accent, you know? It's like the whole New England area, all from maybe from Pennsylvania up, maybe. I'm sorry, Sam. I can't do that, my man, because I'm on multiple accounts. No one will see who I'm talking to if I co-host with you. I'm on YouTube Live and also on TikTok Live. Michelle, you might not like me, but I am not a Patriots fan, even though I am rooting for them tomorrow, Sunday. But I am. I don't even know if I want to tell you guys who I like. You guys might just leave the room. growing up, I always loved Halloween. I don't know what it is lately, but I just feel like when I was younger, there was just way more kids out than there are now. And I know it's because of the danger perspective, like who's out trying to hurt who and who's putting what in candy. And I have kids, I take them out. I know there's dangerous people out there that do stuff like that and put needles and razor blades and candy. And now they're giving out apples and putting stuff in apples, from what I hear. But I've never came across anyone that's done it in any of my neighborhoods. So it kind of makes me upset when I don't see parents participating, taking their kids out, trick or treating, and even the people that are putting their lights on outside to answer the door. It's just, how do you guys feel about maybe it's just a particular neighborhood that I'm in? Maybe your neighborhoods are a little bit more more balanced and have more kids than maybe mine. But do you guys see a lot of people, or is it just me that are disgusted by how there's like nothing going on Halloween night anymore? I still can't believe that kid wrote, "You're not scaring me with your Freddy Krueger and Jason mask." Well, here's Freddy. There he is. That kid was killing me. You got Arthur Clown right here too. Anyway, what's your guys? I want to hear some people come out and either call in or text or even put on the chats. What are your? I mean, Matthew got me going now. What are your top 3 favorite horror movies? Because from what I see, I've been missing out. People have been telling me movies I've never seen before. So, what are your guys' top 3, or even your favorite? You don't even have to give me a top 3. Give me a favorite horror movie. What movie do you absolutely love? Actually, you don't even have to be a horror movie. Any Halloween movie, family or horror. I put a towel on the floor. Oh my god. uh, I can't believe I can't wrote that. The Shining. Oh yeah, absolutely. Kobe Bryant, Hell Pilot. Please, please, guys, forgive that comment he put in. My goodness. That's a lot, though. A gallon? Good for you, man. Nina Pina to join as a guest. Oh, no, that's asking me. All right. The Strange. Oh, yes, The Strangers. Free Thinker. Free Thinker. Thank you for mentioning The Strangers. That movie was so intense. I was on the edge of my seat when I first seen that movie. Part 2. Oh man, it wasn't a dud, but it did not live up to what number 1 did. Just like most movies, but I was expecting something better than that. They made those 3 go down way too easy in my eyes. But yeah, The Strangers. Wow, what a movie! That movie, it had me creeped out. I didn't have nightmares, but every noise I was kind of nervous to look out the window. I'm not gonna lie about that. But The Shining was definitely cool. Didn't really scare me too much, but it was Jack Nicholson. That guy has a direct line right to my funny bone. I can't take that guy seriously. So when he was in a movie like that, I just couldn't help but laugh when he put his head through that door and said, "Here's Johnny." I was dying laughing. Room 408, 1408. I've heard of it. I actually think I've watched it, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. Also, if you guys are local, especially Michelle, This summer, I'm launching a traveling Halloween game show where I'm going to be going to local stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, Spare Halloween, possibly some Walmarts and Targets, anywhere that would sell Halloween merchandise. And I'm going to post up a table, and we're going to have a real live game show. I don't think it's going to be live, but we're going to have a game show to win prizes, and all are welcome. I will be announcing every time I'm going on this right here, this podcast, the talk show. Tell you my location, where I'm going to be, what prizes you could possibly win that week, and it'll be fun. Creep show, yes, that's a classic. That's not scary, but I absolutely loved Creep show. Too many horror flicks. I agree. They're just coming out now. The worst ones are on Tubi. Don't ever watch a Tubi horror flick. You'll just be like, I can't believe I wasted an hour and a half of my life. That's too funny you said that. But yeah, there's a lot of big plans this summer. I can't wait for this summer. I can't wait for winter to be over. Winter is almost, I think we're right at the halfway point for winter. So it's looking good. Halloween's coming quick. Lowe's. I heard that Lowe's already released like secrets of what they're going to be doing this year. Is that true with their animatronics? They already released some pictures, or are they fake? Can anyone confirm that? Who's Island Gill? Or is it Island Girl? No, it's Gill. Island Gill. Yeah, there are too many horror movies. I agree. That's why it's tough to come up with my top 3. Someone asked me earlier. I think for next time I should get some horror music. What do you guys think? Put some like creepy music in the background so I don't get copyrighted. Maybe like a 1980s style horror cassette. That would be probably cool. Guys, if you are now joining, this is my first ever talk show. Now, this is an interactive show. This isn't a podcast until I get a guest, which I do have a few guests lined up. I have some special phone interviews that I got lined up also in the future. I would really appreciate you guys, if you guys are just tuning in, just seeing who I am, to please give a subscription on YouTube or a follow on TikTok. Everything I do is Halloween related. This show is all Halloween. There'll be nothing else but Halloween stuff discussed on this channel. And like I said, this is my first show. I'm getting to a rhythm, learning how the audio is going to work. Seems like no one's talking right now. Come on, guys, chat it up. I need you guys. I need people to talk to me. Come on. That's right. Come on, give a call or a text. 401 651 5632. No anonymous calls will be answered. All right, let's get to another topic here. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've always been under the impression that it was its own true story. Now, after watching the Ed Gein series, I guess it was based on him, which really confuses me because it says at the beginning of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that this is based on true events, but then at the end of the movie, sorry, at the end of the movie, it says this is the only known picture of Leatherface. Now, if this is a story based on Ed Gein, how can that be possible? Because there's plenty. Do I need a mod? No, I don't need a mod. Not yet. This is my first show. I appreciate that. What's your name? Pickle Egg? Pickle God? ALR. No, I don't need no mod right now. I don't think there's enough people in here right now to have a mod going. But if I do need one, I'll definitely let you know, buddy. But yeah, so the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I always thought was based on a true story. It means, all right, that's what. All right, I'm sorry. That's a new one. All right, ALR. I'm not into that abbreviated lingo, I guess. Nah, I'm all good. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, this is a Halloween talk show. The number's right behind me. If you want to call, text, just don't use a block number. I won't answer it. But yeah, getting back to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I always thought it was a true story. I didn't know it's based on Ed Gein. So it's kind of predicting itself. I don't know what to believe anymore. Does anyone out there know if it's based on Ed Gein or is its own story in itself? Because I always thought it was his own story in itself till I watched the Ed Gein series. So I'm kind of confused on that. All right. Next topic. I like to talk about what's up? This guy. What's up, man? Do I sell masks? I used to. Oh, we got a phone call. Let's see. What's going on? Who am I talking to?
Hey, this is married to Michael Myers.
Married to Michael. Oh, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Married to Michael Myers. This is one of my oldest, and I mean absolute oldest subscribers. They've been commenting for over 4 years. What's going on?
What's up? No, I'm just calling to check in, man. I had never really talked to you or anything in person. Just calling to check in, man.
Oh, that's awesome. What's your name, man?
Aaron.
Eric?
Aaron. Double A on the limb.
Oh, Aaron. Aaron, what's going on, man? It's finally nice to talk to you, man.
You too, man. Me and the wife, we watch all your videos. We've been following you guys for years, and you guys, your channel keeps Halloween going, 365 all year round. So that's cool, man.
I appreciate it, man. No, you really don't understand how much I appreciate people like you, man. You always comment, and you're always one of the first people to watch. You probably watch almost every single one of my videos. I'm not kidding, and I appreciate that so much.
I have a channel too that I do, a different channel, and sometimes I have to switch over to the Married to Michael Myers because I forget that's my personal channel, but I have a channel too that I do stuff on, another channel, and it's kind of like country music, but I have to remember to go back to my personal one, and I always go back and I always check out what you do all your when you go to all the stores. I love when you get to you go to all the Halloween stores and all the stores that start bringing out all the Halloween decorations, and then you got the spook houses, man. I love that one you did in the residential. That was awesome. You went to one of them in the residential, and then you had the one where Michael Myers not Michael Myers, but they were grabbing you. Someone was grabbing you in a.
Oh yeah, that was the 13th World.
Yes. That was awesome, man.
I got invited to the 13th World. I got lucky enough to run into one of the people that worked there, and they invited me to go there. I passed like 400 people in line that day. They were really upset.
Yes.
I passed 400 people in line. They brought me right in. and I told the guy, "Don't let anyone hold back. Let them give me the beating of their life. I want them to hurt me." And they really didn't. They had a blast. I had to cut out a lot of stuff because a lot of the actors are going off the script and making a lot of like, "Hey, you too, la da da." They were not acting the way they were supposed to act. Like if someone was normally to go through, so I had to cut out a lot of stuff. But yeah, that was definitely my favorite video that I filmed last year. I'm glad you watched that because that was a lot of fun to make.
Dude, it was. It was. And I was gonna answer your question about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've read conflicted things, but I think when it was filmed, I believe they were all, they were in the 1970s. They were all on drugs. They were on acid. They were all tripping, and they just wanted to make a low-budget horror movie that ended up blowing up. So they thought if they told everyone it was a true story, more people would, flock to the movies or want to go see it or ask for it, and there'd be a good demand for it. But then somehow, through time, it got linked to Ed Gein. Somehow, because of the whole, cannibalism, which is strange. But then they had gone back and looked at, interviews, and then the film writer had talked about how he did kind of base Leatherface off of Ed Gein. That it was kind of a loosely basis, but he still kind of based it on him a little bit.
So it was basically like the Blair Witch Project of the 70s.
Yes, yeah. Like let's make some fake hype so people get, it makes it scarier, and then it makes people want to come see it. Like, oh my gosh, because there's, they say, reality is scarier. Those like the Strangers, scary movies like that, where it's more of a thriller instead of a horror. It's not fantasy. It's not Michael Myers that doesn't die, which, by the way, I grew up in Los Angeles, and I wasn't far from the original Haddonfield, Pasadena, and I've been obsessed with horror movies since I was a kid, man. Like I used to drive by the mental hospital where Bela Lugosi was right before he died, and my mom worked for the cemetery that Bela Lugosi was buried in, and just so much history in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I heard it's extremely haunted over there.
It is. Everything's haunted, man. Like just crazy things happening, and I miss California. All politics aside, it's got a bad rap now, but I miss, the '90s, being a '90s kid. My go-to, no matter what season it was, I would always go to 1978 Halloween. 100%. That was my go-to. Michael Myers. And
I can't tell by your name.
I grew up watching Friday the 13th, all of the Jason movies, and I just, that's why I relate to your channel. Your channel just kind of it takes all of my childhood and just it's very nostalgic for me.
That means the world to me that you say that. I'm not kidding. That's what I do it for. I just want, like you said, I want people to fall because Halloween's dying. It's one of those dying things, and I have a group of friends. We all love Halloween. We grew up loving Halloween. We did a haunted house. Actually, I like to say, "How you doing, Larissa?" I see that you're writing to me. Yeah, her dad and I grew up together. The girl I just said hi to, and we had a group of people. We did a haunted house every year. We loved Halloween, and we tried our best to make Halloween as good as it could possibly be because it's like I just said, it's dying. And for you to say that to me, it means the world to me because that's the whole reason behind this channel is to get people to love Halloween, even though you've already loved Halloween. But to know that you know that about myself, that just means the world to me. And I appreciate you saying that.
I think it's awesome just doing what you do, man. Like, I remember being a kid, going in even a store like Kmart, they had spider webs up. People put more effort in Halloween in the '90s, 100%, and it was a vibe.
Yep.
Every commercial was about Halloween, or it was a Halloween toy, or you were going to go to McDonald's and do this. Everywhere, and everything was 100% Halloween, and now Halloween has just turned into it's almost like a money game now. People, they just try to make money off of it, and I think it's turned a lot of people off. And you go trick or treating every year, it's less people on the streets. Like they don't, they're taking the fun out of Halloween.
Sure are. They really are. Getting back to what you said about the 90s. I don't think it gets any better than the 1990s Halloween decorations.
Oh,
the colors, the music. I went to Target. I did a review in Target. They brought back the nostalgia. Did you see the line they brought out in Target?
No.
Oh, go look at on my channel. I have a Target review. I went there one time, and they actually stepped it up this year, which is, in my eyes, good because Target was never really that into the Halloween stuff. I mean, they released their Halloween stuff, but not like last year. Go look at that, and I want you to tell me. Yeah, it's incredible. They did all the nostalgia, the ghost. You remember the ghost making that noise? Yeah, they had hundreds of different ones doing that. The colors are complete late 80s, early 90s. You'll love it. If you're telling me that, you're going to love it, Aaron.
Dude, I would love that, man. Me and my wife were talking, too. We felt bad for you when, like, the day after Halloween, we're like, Frankie's probably depressed today. That's sad. Like, we knew, we were like, the day after Halloween's probably like, we were thinking about you.
I appreciate that, man. But to me, Halloween starts November 1st every year. I don't stop. As soon as Halloween's over, you can ask my wife if you ever talk to her. She'll tell you I don't stop. I'm on constantly looking for deals. What's for sale? I go on every website trying to buy something new to review it. But yeah, Halloween never stops. I'm always thinking about Halloween. Even during Christmas, I'm like, what can I do to creep out this tree?
Man, we were doing so in 2022. My mom was dying. She ended up dying later in 2022. But
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Oh, thanks. We were taking care of her, and we had started. We thought it'd be funny, and I didn't know there was another channel already doing this. There was another Michael Myers channel, but I thought it'd be funny. I was kind of just trying to keep my mind off my mom dying, and we made a channel of me and my wife, what it would be like if she was married to Michael Myers, but he was a normal husband, but not a normal husband because he's Michael Myers, And we did, dude, we filmed so much. I don't know if we hit the wrong algorithm or what. Like some of the videos did well, and then it just kind of plateaued, so we kind of stopped. But it would have been cool to do some type of collab. It would have been awesome, man.
What was that? The guy Michael Myers of Decatur or something? You talking about him?
Yes, yeah. We had a lot of people commenting and saying we were copying them, and I hadn't even seen that channel until somebody commented. I was like, "What's that?" And I went and I was like, "Oh man!" And I think that the algorithm probably knew that or something and thought that we were trying to replicate them. I didn't even know that they were them. I'd never seen them.
Yeah, I see them all the time. They were cool for a little bit, but they died out.
Yeah, it's YouTube is tough because you're doing something like that. Are you going after comedy fans? Are you going after horror fans? Are you going after people who like comedy and horror? Or what, it's hard to figure out what to tag and who to get who to bring to your channel.
I've been doing this for 4 years, making tons of videos. I still don't know what I should properly be putting in during when you're trying to upload it to YouTube. What exactly is the shortcut to getting more views?
So, my other channel, what I do, I'm a musician, and I grew up playing. I was in a Blink-182 cover band in high school, but the older I get, I'm kind of nostalgic. I listen to a lot of country, and I don't like newer country. I like 80s and 90s country. It's just nostalgic for me.
Mm-hmm.
The channel I have now, we just hit over 4,000 subs. And
wow.
I didn't start pushing it until last year. And I'll tell you the secret off the record. What you do is you go to ChatGPT and you literally say, "Hey, what do I need to put for tags, to make this video go viral? Or what do I need to put in the description? Do I need to put hashtags? What time of day?" I've been literally just relying on technology. I use ChatGPT to tell me how to run the algorithm. And it's, for the most part, I just cleared almost 3 million views since I started last year.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, and I think too, like your channel, you get in the right algorithm, you should. There's no reason why you shouldn't have millions of views every single day. Like your videos are awesome, man. Like they're funny. We laugh at them. You know, the Michael Myers ones, where you're just like Michael Myers. That's how we found you. I remember that. It was I think it maybe 2022, maybe.
Which one is it? Because I did a few videos. What was your favorite one?
I think the one where you were doing the wipe on in the bathroom. You know, the
Oh yeah, that 15-second video of my shirt off.
yes. That, as weird as that sounds, that was just funny because you weren't expecting it. Like, what's this?
Oh yeah, that's actually got a pretty decent. It's got like almost 10,000 views on that right now.
Yeah, see, that's the man. That the algorithm. So part of me thinks, and I've noticed this lately, that on YouTube Talk, the shorts algorithm is way different than the video algorithm. I still struggle with the video algorithm, but with shorts, I've learned that hashtags aren't always good because it seems like if you hashtag a video, you're just going to where the other people who use those hashtags go. And you're going into some weird, vortex where it's just all, with hashtag Halloween. You're going to be in some weird vortex with like millions of videos
Yep.
of amateur creators that are using the hashtag. But if somehow you can get that short without a hashtag into something specific, like I don't think YouTube actually knows what a hashtag actually is, per se. I think they just know that it's just, it must be some idea, let's throw it here. Let's do this. Because I've been experimenting with it for years, and I've had the most success when I stopped using hashtags. And when I'm doing shorts, it's weird, man. I don't get it myself, to be honest.
Wow. Bring that up, some shorts. I wish you lived local, man, because I'm starting a game show this summer where I'm going to be going.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to be going to local stores that sell Halloween stuff like Spirit Halloween, Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, Target, and I'm going to be setting up a table on their sidewalk, and I'm going to be having a legit Halloween trivia game show.
Dude, that's so awesome.
Yeah,
So,
I'm going to
you
have.
were doing that, you were by the water. I remember that a while back.
That was one of my first videos.
Money, right?
Yeah, that was one of my first videos that I ever made. But this is gonna be way better than that. I'm gonna have tons of Halloween prizes to win. No money. I actually got a legit, full on authentic Chucky doll from NECA. That's gonna be like a grand prize. There's gonna be a series of 3 questions. If you get all 3 right, you get to pick one of the prizes that's on the table. If you want to risk it all and go for it's really gonna be a hard question. It's not gonna be an easy question. Like only expert level people would get these answers. So if they want to risk it, they can go for the NECA Chucky, which is worth $600. That's gonna be the grand prize. But yeah, I can't wait to do that. It's gonna start right when all the Halloween stores start getting this stuff in. And I'm gonna reduce my store reviews this year. I'm gonna only do maybe 1 or 2 Spirit Halloween reviews and 1 or 2 Lowe's and obviously Home Depot. But I did way too many last year. It kind of got boring. So at least if I change it up with this, it'll be a lot better.
Dude, those trivias are awesome, dude. The thing is, though, I couldn't believe that people didn't know the answers. Like if it's like newer horror, you could, I haven't seen it yet. It's in the past 10 years or something. That's excusable or whatever. Maybe the last 5 years. I don't watch a lot of new horror, by the way. I'm very old school. I was the kid in high school going to the movie or going to the video store by my house and renting all of the 80s and 90s that I could in the horror genre. Just everything. And man, I knew every answer to all those questions, and I couldn't believe that other people didn't. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, you got to see one kid. I was actually very upset because the person who was filming didn't hit record. This kid got so mad he ran and jumped in the water. It was absolutely hilarious. And I was so upset that he didn't hit record. And he's like, I missed it. I was like, no. But yeah, that was
Did he know the answer to the question? question, or did he just want to jump in the water?
No, when I said no, you got it wrong. He got mad and he ran in the water and jumped. And I was like, I hope he's all right. But he came out of the water and he walked away like nothing happened.
Jeez. Man. I don't know. I don't know how people don't. You know, even movies like that were on TV when you were a kid. You know, at Halloween time, like they were just on. You know, all of the classics. Psycho. You know, Nightmare. I only saw the old Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 2. It was on. What is your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street, by the way?
Number 2.
Round 2. Oh my gosh.
Number 2 by far.
Yes. Jesse. Like, man. That's a. Jeez. That's a good one. And then you got, what's his face from Sometimes They Come Back? What's his name? I can't think of his name. He's one of the gang members on Sometimes They Come Back.
What are you talking about? I had to do something on TikTok to stay on live. I missed what you said.
Part 2, Jesse's friend is one of the guys from Sometimes They Come Back. I think his name's Robert Rustler. I think. Yeah. But we're not that far. Have you seen Sometimes They Come Back?
No.
No?
No, I haven't
It's a
seen
Stephen
it.
King film from the 90s.
How about this movie? Have you ever seen Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Oh, yeah.
I heard about that. I worked with a guy who told me about it, and I was like, I never heard of this movie. It was made the year I was born in '84, and he's like, it was taken on the theaters because it was so bad, like vicious bad, and I couldn't believe how that movie started. That was intense. Like that poor kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wondered if you ever seen that because that's a disturbing movie.
Yes, I don't even know what to say about Terrifier. Like, it didn't freak me out, but I was literally... The third one was just insane. And I don't know. I was the Terrifier this Halloween.
Well, Terrify is the man. As you can see, my guy behind me. They got Trick or Treat Studios is releasing a whole line of masks. Have you seen it?
No.
Yeah, they're not even for pre-order yet. They just showed what they're gonna release in a couple months. They got the girl, the lady, like the older lady, the homeless lady, when she became with the injured face.
Yeah.
And they got the Santa Claus Terrifier coming out this year also.
That's all. I had no idea. I'd seen some videos where someone had gone to a convention and they were at a booth.
Hey, Aaron, hold on one second, buddy. Someone just asked, what is my favorite Spirit Halloween theme ever? And I'm going to go way back in 2010 when it was the Hollywood theme, when they started releasing the Jemmies. That was my favorite year of all time. They will never be able to top that. The Jemmies were the best animatronics ever made by Spirit Halloween. They'll never, ever come close to topping those animatronics. And the whole theme, just all together, just how it was the Hollywood theme, the way they had them set up in their own little cubicles. And that was the year the Zombie Babies came out also that same year. So I'm going to go with 2000. I think it was 2010. It could be 2009, but I'm pretty sure it's 2010. I'm going to go with the Hollywood theme. All right, Aaron, you can continue, buddy.
I've got two 2006 Jimmy's animatronics. I've got Freddy and I've got Leatherface. And it's the Leatherface from the new beginning, I guess, where they did the part 2 when they redid them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Jemmies. You can't, like, they're impossible to find now, and they're worth a lot of money.
Dude, I saw Freddy on there for like $3,000 on eBay. I was like, what?
Yeah, I actually had a Jason Voorhees one, the 2010 one, when the eyes moved, the head moved. I had one. I found it for $100 on Facebook. I flew to that guy's house, and he really sold to me for $100. And I had it for 3 years, and I sold it for $600. And I wish I never did, because it's worth a lot more than that.
Yeah. Man,
Oh, absolutely. They're very hard to find.
Do you think quality is better now in animatronics? Or do you think it's worse than it was?
It's worse. It's way worse. They're trying their best. They are trying their best to cope with the prices to keep it cheap, and they're using crappier parts, which is leading to this year a lot of people complaining about their stuff breaking and not working properly. But they are trying to make the clothing a lot more durable, so it would barrier the wet conditions. Which I did notice this year. Feeling the materials, it's a lot thicker and stronger, so it won't get water in there because they know the parts are a lot more cheaper.
That makes sense. So, at Halloween time, do you set like a budget of what you're going to spend, or you just like, it's Halloween, screw it, I'm just going to go all out and buy whatever I want? Do you have a budget, or do you just kind of just go with it?
See, it's tough. I don't make too much money to like go crazy, but I definitely try to save a little bit. I don't have a budget. I pretty much when I see it, if I got it on me, I'll get it. If I don't, I'll try and get it before it gets sold out. Um, but yeah, last year, Klarna. I use Klarna a lot, and they're they're on Spirit Halloween. You can use Klarna on there on eBay, and you can get whatever you want, and just make monthly payments. So last year, I bought the electrified corpse and the Art the Clown Santa Claus from Spirit Halloween. The total came to like 500 change, and on Klarna you get this. It's like $35 a month for that. No, $45 a month. So it's not that expensive if you pay for it that long. But I hated the Art the Clown.
Really?
I hated it. It was awful. There was it's nothing I could do with it. It was just cool because it was him, but I got rid of it. I had to get
So was it just like lame? It was cool to look at, just not cool as an animatronic?
exactly.
Yeah.
Michelle, thank you for joining me. Please come back. I will be on every Tuesday night, and I'm going to make a special appearance next Friday, on Friday the 13th. So, Michelle, please come back, okay? I appreciate you coming in and talking.
Dude, you should host watch parties. Like, for, old school horror movies. And, hopefully people have, like, the app on their TV, Tubi, where they can just, find something on there. Dude, that would be awesome, man. If you could, because imagine having, like, do that, but you have kind of a mini podcast for Halloween. I mean, that's reaching this is a completely different audience.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It's just tough to do stuff like that because I have 3 kids, and two of them are crazy. They just can't. I'm sure you've seen the kids in the videos, but yeah, my youngest is 6, and she's a maniac. I set up a studio downstairs so I get away from all the craziness up there because I couldn't do this in my room, even though my room's set up perfect.
It's cool, man. Like, I love your balcony out there. That's huge. Where you set everything up there. That is awesome, dude.
Thank you, man.
Like, it is old school and it looks so freaking cool, man. Like, I love your house. Every time I see you outside.
Thank you. Wait until you see this year. I am doing a old school 1920s theme next year. This year coming up. Yeah, you'll see. It's gonna be all vintage stuff. It's gonna be animatronics, but it's gonna be a vintage theme. It's gonna look really cool. I'm gonna stop building probably in July. I gotta build a stage on my porch. It's gonna be completely different because it's tough because it's on a hill and I'm on 2nd floor. So when people look up, they really can't see everything. So I'm gonna kind of build a stage so they can see what I'm actually gonna have this year because people are gonna definitely like what I'm gonna do.
You had 3 floors, right?
It's a 3-floor apartment. Yeah, I'm on 2nd in the middle.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. It's cool. It's just a vibe. It's cool, man.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, Aaron.
Sure.
But there's a lot of people I gotta say hi to on here, Aaron. Aaron, I love that you called me, and please call again. Call me again. Call me again on Tuesday. if you want to chat, start up a conversation. All right, buddy. Pleasure talking to you.
I'll be on the lookout for it, buddy.
All right, my man. Thanks, Aaron.
No problem.
Bye. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody on the list that was saying hello, and I was on a good conversation with a longtime subscriber. Married to Michael Myers is his YouTube name. They absolute awesome fans of mine, and I'm so glad I got to say hello to him today. But let's see. I got a lot of people that said hi to me. I want to say hi, Larissa. Hi. Let's see. We talking about Epstein tonight. Hey, these. Let's see. The Bay family. Let's see. Am I selling masks? That's what I left off. But when someone called, am I selling masks? I don't sell masks anymore. I used to sell my mask, but the mask you see behind me, they will be up for prizes when I start my game show, my Halloween trivia game show this summer. Let's see. Yeah, so Larissa, how you doing, sweetheart? Larissa is my best friend growing up's daughter. Just saying hello to her. Your name is cut off the sign. What? Oh, you must. Oh, let's see. It's so tough. Ding, ding, ding. Hopefully I turn it the right way. There's a 15-second delay, so I have to wait till let's see what it does. I'm good, Larissa. You guys all watching me over there laughing? I think I move it this way. It's so tough to get a good angle. We are all sick on the couch watching. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, everyone's getting sick right now. And it's that time of the year. But yeah, the person I was just saying hello to, I grew up with her father. We were big Halloween guys back in the day. We used to do our own haunted house, and that's what really grew my love for Halloween. It's ironic that she's commenting because he's a huge part of me growing up and falling in love with it, because being him, just like now, I used to go to Halloween stores with him. We used to critique everything. We used to pick out stuff, buy it, get it ready for the haunted house that we used to do. So it's very ironic that they're joining me today, and I get to explain that. But again, this is my first ever show. How can't you see me? What's up, AJ? I'm sorry, man. It's tough talking on here and looking at two different cameras. People are writing, people are texting in. What's up, AJ? You guys can call in. Numbers right behind me. I'm only going to be on till about 7:30, 7:45. So if you guys want to call in and talk anything Halloween, just give a shout out right now. Text, call. I'll talk about it on the air. Just don't call with a blocked number. We just talked with Aaron. Had a great half-hour conversation with him all Halloween. But I would love to talk about how Halloween ends the movie. It's one of those things that's been bothering me for a long time. I hated Halloween Ends. If anyone knows who I am, you know how much I love Michael Myers, and that movie totally ruined everything for me. But the more I watch it, the more I kind of like it, if that makes sense. I just don't like how they did that to Michael. They made him look like a wimp. I love how they killed him at the end, but he went down way too easy. They should have had like a Freddy versus Jason fight with him and Jamie Lee Curtis. They should have made that an iconic long scene of on off on the edge of your seat. I mean, that kid Corey beat Michael Myers up and took his mask. Like, how can they do that to Michael? Art up there. Yeah, he's right behind me. I got this one too. We got that one behind me. We got this art. And there's another art coming out from Trick or Treat Studios this year. The Terrifier 3 mask. I'm also working on a sponsorship of Trick or Treat Studios, which will be a huge, absolutely humongous sponsor to get. Their artists are incredible. I love nothing more for them to send me every month a box of just a bunch of stuff to review. But I'm talking to right now their marketing team trying to figure stuff out. If I can land them as a sponsor, that'll be a humongous step for this channel. Anyone out there have anything at all they would like to talk about that's on their mind about Halloween? Because this is not a podcast. This is a talk show, an interactive talk show where I just have open discussions about Halloween. And that's all we do here. No politics. Like someone said before, no Epstein talk. If you want to talk like that, do it through text, and maybe I'll answer if it's a normal type of question. Like someone asked me if I like Trump earlier. I do not talk politics. Please text it, and maybe I'll throw an answer to you. So what's up, AJ? On Friday night, you ain't working? I thought you work Friday nights. AJ, if you guys don't know, AJ has been on this channel quite a few times. He is my younger brother. He's been a few times dressed as Michael Myers, a few times in the middle of a Michael Myers video. He's actually one of the people that were in one of the funniest videos we've ever made, which is Michael Myers Don't Smoke Weed. If you guys have not seen that video, please go watch it. It's absolutely hilarious. And my brother's the skinnier gentleman. Married to Michael Myers is still there, my man Aaron. Michael Myers mask number 6. Yeah, that I would have to agree with you on that. Oh, that's my wife. Jennifer Gundy's. This girl. Yeah, number 6. The Halloween Michael Myers masks from number 6 is probably the creepiest one they've ever made. I personally think number 4 is so plain. That's probably my favorite mask, Halloween 4. My favorite one to wear, though, is the Halloween Ends. I think it's right over here. Yep, here it is right here. The Halloween Ends mask. Just the mossy look to it. That's just so cool. I also got another mask over here. I never ever did a review on it. I just have it. Easter Unlimited. If you guys ever any kind of ghost face mask, you gotta flip it over. Right over here on the chin. It says Easter Unlimited. Made in China. And you guys gotta smell the mask. It smells like candy. That's why it's called Easter Unlimited. They make all their masks smell like candy. They finally came back. They stopped making ghost face masks back in the early 2000s. Now, those original ones that glow in the dark, they're worth big money. The ones they make now aren't glow in the dark. But these masks are the best quality ghost face masks you can buy. And they're not expensive at all. This was only, I think, $20 for the bloody one. And I have the basic one right here, which is also Easter Unlimited. This is the original, and they're going for 15 to $16, which this is the best one you could buy, and it's pretty cheap. That's why it's Ghostface, the most popular costume out there, because it's light, durable, easy to breathe in, and it's cheap. Evil dies tonight. That Scream mask is sick. I love it. Are you excited for the new Scream? I've never been a Scream guy. I feel bad saying it. I'm just not into. I love Ghostface, the character. He's absolutely amazing. The iconic character of Ghostface. You can't duplicate that at all. It's just an absolute icon. But the movies are so blah. And besides the original, I do like the original the most, but I did watch number 6 recently and I liked it. It's just I have a hard time getting to the whole Scream trilogy. The whole, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Where it's the franchise, the Scream franchise. I just can't get into it. It's too many killers. Who's doing it? I just like the one guy, like Robert Englund as Freddy. I like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees. They just play that character. They don't get unmasked. I don't like when people get unmasked. I like the mystery behind it. So I'm not a huge Scream guy, but I do love Ghostface. I love the character Ghostface. I will agree, after Scream 2, it went down. I just recently got into the series myself. Yeah, I didn't watch the series. Just like the Chucky, I gave it a few tries for the Chucky series. I just couldn't get into it. I like the mystery behind it. I kind of think the series kind of ruins the character, personally. I know it's a money grab, trying to keep the character going. Just make another movie, you know? But I was talking to Married with Michael Myers on the phone about 10 minutes ago, and he brought up a really good topic. What was my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street? I am obsessed with Robert Englund. By the way, I have an interview set up with Robert Englund that he's going to call on this show. I know somebody who gave me his number. I contacted him, and he's okay with coming on here. He ain't free, but he's going to come on here. I'm going to wait right now, Halloween time, to get him on here. But my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street, without a shadow of a doubt, and he agreed with me when I said it's part 2. It's not even close. As after part 2, the Freddy character became more of a I like Freddy Krueger character. No, I'm scared of Freddy Krueger. He started doing like funny things to the people and killing them in funny ways and getting them, instead of scaring us, he was more like Wes Craven was more concentrated on making him an icon. And he succeeded. People still loved Freddy. On part 1 and 2, that's the 2 that stand out the most. Part 2 is the most intense out of the 2, but after that it was just more like goofy horror. Wasn't scary at all. And this is coming from when I was a kid. Every kid was scared of Freddy when they were younger. They'd have the nightmare of going into a boiler room and seeing him in your sleep. And it came from probably Nightmare on Elm Street 2. What time is it? All right, it's 7:30, guys. Anyone want to give any last comments? I'm about to get off. Last comments, last phone call, things you want to talk about next time. But this was fun. This is my first show. Hopefully, get more of an audience next time. I'm gonna get some more topics to talk about. I will be on Tuesday night, and then again, it's not gonna be every Friday. Just tonight, I did it because of the date, 2/6/26. Nice little date to start on. I thought I was gonna actually start on Tuesday, but it was like, let me wait till Friday. but I'm definitely going to do Friday the 13th show next week. Maybe I won't go on Tuesday because it's not Halloween season yet. I think more towards the season, I'll do 2 episodes a week. So I'm going to be back on next Friday night, not Tuesday. On Friday the 13th at 6 o'clock. What's up, Ray? You're welcome for the call, man. Thank you for calling me. I didn't call you. I'm so happy you did, my man. It's a pleasure getting to know you on the phone. You got some new ideas for Halloween? Is this my man Ray that I know, or is this a different Ray? You too, Aaron. Now remember, there's a delay on this, so if I'm not responding to you guys right away, I think there's like between a 15 to 30-second delay on this live. All right, Ray. What's the new ideas, Ray? Ray is also going to be a future co-host with me. He's one of my guys that he just thinks Halloween all year long. I'm just chilling. I got some new ideas for Halloween. He's always doing Halloween. He's a builder. If I start my haunted attraction, he's going to be my go-to guy for how I need things to be built. All right, let's see. A vampire skeleton. Same thing with the vomiting skeleton. Is that he's going to be vomiting blood and should be coming out of his eyes and his mouth. Okay. I agree with that. It's just going to be tough to see the red at nighttime. Maybe somehow you're going to have to get a red light. You probably don't have to add food coloring if you just put a red light in there. At least with the green, it's like one of those colors that glow. So if you put the black color on it, you'll be able to see it. Red's just going to be tough to see at night. That's the only thing I think that would go wrong with that. With the blood running through his body like veins. That definitely sounds cool. Yeah, you have a way of seeing things that I don't. So when you build it, you're like my wife. She has a thing where she don't see things as I'm explaining it, and that's kind of like what's happening right now. The way you're saying it, I have to see you do it to make me go, "Wow, that looks insane." Neon red pop in the light. There you go. That's good. Wow. I'm going to be leaving TikTok right now. TikTok Live, I'm going off, but I will be back on next Friday. Hold on, YouTube. I'm just getting off TikTok right now. And now. Okay. All right. I'm off TikTok now. The battery was dying. Had to get off there. You've already tested it? This guy. There's snow on the ground, Ray. He'll text me more about it later. You are an absolute nut. There's snow on the ground. He's already testing blood. See, that's the stuff I love, though. There's nothing more that means more than me than people that just all the time that think about Halloween. That's awesome. But Ray, I was just about to get off. I was telling everybody I'll be on next Friday, which is going to be Friday the 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. And we'll come on back on here and have some more Halloween topics to talk about. I would like to talk about a few video games that are coming out that are Halloween related. Talk about current Halloween games like Dead by Daylight. And also give a countdown because there's 267 days left till next Halloween. But the season to me starts in late July, early August to me, where I really start getting into things. So it's a lot sooner than that. It's less than 200 days away for me, even though Halloween starts November 1st. But guys, thank you all for tuning in and hanging out and watching and talking. I appreciate it so much. I can't wait to come back on next Friday and do it all again. Just remember, it's always Halloween on this channel. Halloween starts November 1st.